Oh shit. Here we go again.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Sam's Rant. Now, today is the 23rd of December, and I wanted to give you guys a rant after City because it's like, oh my god, Manchester's red, finally. And then Bournemouth happened. And again, we're down in the dumps. So, I woke up this morning, and I'll give him a shout out. Good friend of mine, I met through work. His name is Kyla Pollis. He's a Chelsea fan. And he posted a WhatsApp status, literally Sam Kupega with preying eyes. Just, those little white eyes that are looking like, waiting for me to explain. So I thought, you know what? Fair. I owe you guys an explanation because I was quiet after the City game. I didn't say much. I just kept stum. And I was like, you know what? It's cool. It's fine. So, decided today, after pulling myself towards myself, it's been a year. Went to get a trim. I hope the trim is banging. I hate this life because I look like a Sasquatch before today. But he asked me a couple of questions. Now, I didn't watch the Bournemouth game because like I said, I actually uploaded my last video talking about after Nottingham Forest, which was 3 games ago, because obviously I left the Liverpool exiting Carabao Cup, I left the City, and only now am I talking after Bournemouth. And I didn't really want to do a rant. I just genuinely thought, I was like, I'm not going to watch my team play, and I'm actually done. But I am still a fan, and I get it. When you guys see these results, you're waiting for me to say something. So, here I am. I'm going to start with my account of everything, and then I'm going to sit down and answer Cal's questions, because he had me at the barber red. Like, you could see my blood boil, because I was like, if only. Actually, you know what? No, fuck it. Actually, let's start with Cal's. Let's start with what Cal asked me. So, as a Chelsea fan, hey, yo, I'm actually going to title this as per Cal's request. So, he informed me, funnily enough, about how this 80th thing that Chelsea do, no one gets paid more than 90k per week. And they get their goal bonus, assist bonus, man of the match bonus, and training bonus. And he used Cole Palmer as the example. And I was saying, yeah, but your fucking Chelsea spy, Jadon Sancho, left our club, went to y'all, and now suddenly knows how to play. And he was like, yeah, but that's because of ETH. And I was like, no. That's because of Play FC. And that's where the fight began. But that was very interesting, because my whole beef about this whole thing is just how much these players earn. If Marcus Rashford earned 70k a week, I wouldn't be this pressed. If Casemiro earned 70k a week, I wouldn't be this pressed. I'd be like, cool, this makes sense. This is 70k a week money. But Casemiro's our highest earner. Actually, I tell a lie. I don't know if he earns more than Rashford, but him and Rashford are our highest earners. And we couldn't get Casemiro on the pitch when we lost because our midfield is thin. That's why we lost. We lost because of our mistakes, which always happen. And why do they always happen? Because our midfield has always been shit. It's been shit since Scott, McTominay, and Fred. It's been shit. That's why we didn't want Scott to be the person that saves us. That's why we said Fred needs to bounce. It's because we didn't have a fucking midfield. So now we buy Casemiro. We pay him 300k a week. And he can't even get on the pitch. What the fuck is his problem then? Where's he? Rashford. Everyone's talking about Rashford. Where's Cass? Where the fuck is Cass? Because I see him celebrating the goals with the lads. And Kobe Mainu, I'm sorry, Kobe Mainu is 12 years old. We can't expect him to now have to attack and defend for us. And literally the moment Manuel Ugarte is Arguably one of the best signings that we have all season. Mazraoui is signing of the year so far. De Ligt is signing of the year so far. And Ugarte signing of the year so far. These were all sporting director decisions. And that same sporting director has left us now. So what does that say to you? The same Brer that said, bring all these lots in so that you have a spine. He signed 2 defenders and a midfielder. That's what he did. Oh, and a striker, to be fair, Xerxes. So he built a spine. He said, these players are going to be your important ones out of this whole shebang. And he left. Why did he leave? I can hazard a guess and say something crazy like, because Marcus Rashford thought, nah. You're not going to play Højlund or Xerxes if I'm not going to play. And if I'm not going to play on the wing, where I'm supposed to be because of Garnacho, I'm playing a striker. I'm playing a 10. And then Amarim has to just be like, that player power shit is what's fucking us up. Because, again, same thing. Bruno will be like, nah. I'm the captain of this club. You're not benching me for Cass. And I'll play 6. Put me there. I'll play 6. And then Amarim is like, Maybe Amarim is telling us. He's trying to show us. Because why are we saying the same thing every single time? Ragnick said it, guys. Open heart surgery. He said it. He told us, guys, y'all need to cut 15 players here. Open heart surgery. And this goes all the way to the top. And guess who's still at the fucking top? The same Brez that you guys decided we're going to allow Sir Jim Ratcliffe because he's English to buy instead of Qatar. If Qatar bought us, you tell Qatar, listen, Smangmang's contract costs X. We've got 5 of them that this is the situation we want to get rid of. Just pay out the contracts and we'll get new players. Qatar would have said, like, say less. They would even blink an eye. With Sir Jim and Ineos, because they also don't fully own the club, they have to still go and ask the Glazers for permission. And Glazers would be like, you want to do what now? But what about my t-shirt sales? Who are you buying? Some random kid from fucking Schalke. Nah, that's not going to give me no t-shirt sales. I want my dividends. I'm here for money. That's what we're dealing with. And it's unfortunate because obviously hindsight is 2020. We see these things clearer now, but we didn't really see them earlier. But that was literally what marked our downfall. And as I said in my last video, we are in the period where we have arguably the worst Man United team we've ever seen. If you thought the Sir Alex team was bad, at least those boys had hearts. These ones, get out of here. Get out of here for real. Mason Mount, Chelsea spy, is wearing our most iconic jersey number. George Best wore that number. Eric Cantona wore that number. David Beckham wore that number. Cristiano Ronaldo wore that number. And you just give it to Mason Mount. And you trust those motherfuckers to lead us. Mason Mount is currently injured now. And fine, injury sucks. I played. Injury sucks. I'm not injured on purpose. But then I don't also warrant a 150K a week salary. I don't warrant that then. If I'm injury prone, like Luke Shaw, for example, Luke Shaw's been eating his 100K plus salary for months now. He got fit for the fucking Euros, but not for us. And we pay his bills. Nah. Someone has to come in there and be like, you. And I said it, I was like, literally, if you just take this group of players now, all of them except De Ligt, Mazraoui, Yaro, Xerxes, Højlund, Mainu, Garnacho is a little bit iffy now because now he's being roped into this whole Rashford shit. So it's fine. If you want to sacrifice him, he can be the sacrificial lamb. I can live with that. But just take all the rest of them. You say, what's your salary? Cool. Half. Watch them, then perform. I live in a world where we work with people that are brand ambassadors and are in trade in stores. The only time you see them shake is when you fuck with their money. When you fuck with the money, shit starts to shake. You tell Marcus Rashford, I get that you're an MBE. I get that we have to call you Sir Marcus Rashford because you aren't officially knighted, but you're technically knighted, to be fair. Like Lewis Hamilton as well. When you fuck with the money, you'll see people shift. Because they don't care about our club. They don't care about this fucking color. They don't care about what this means to us, me and you, as fans watching from the depths of the world. They don't care. All they care about is what's lying in their pockets. That's why Casemiro can sit there on the bench and celebrate a worldie from fucking Garnacho. Garnacho won Goal of the Month. He won Goal of the Month. You can sit there and be like, oh my gosh, young lad. Excuse me, you've done so well. And then you put him on the pitch and he's like, oh, couldn't care less. Just got me out here getting bags. You're just like, what the fuck? Does this not mean anything to you, fam? Does it not mean anything? Do you think that we wake up to watch Casemiro? No, we wake up to watch Manchester United. That's why we wake up. And if they can't, if that doesn't click in their head, if you told me, Samgelo, here's 10K a week, just come play for Man United for a little bit, I would play for the 10K before, actually to give you more, let me make it a more practical example. As a Man United fan, you could never have me, if let's say I was a footballer, like I made it pro, and Liverpool came to me, or City came to me and said, listen fam, look, you're not at the level that, I would pay this much money for, but if I gave you a cheeky tenner, play for me, but the love of your life will be fed, your kids and your family and everyone is going to be sorted, I would play for the money then. That's why everyone goes to Saudi. I'm doing it for the bag. Because yeah, if you offer me 300K a week, and say put on a Man United shirt and just run around, you bet I'm gonna want to keep my place and keep getting that fucking 300K. I'm not gonna be nonchalant. So they can't even do that. They can't even play for the fucking money. So they're not mercenaries. They don't care about the club. What are they? What are they actually? And we can't keep saying it's the coach's fault, it's the manager's fault. It's because I swear, if I hear one more thing about a manager, because they got rid of ETH and they said ETH was the problem. We're going through the same mistakes we've seen from fucking Ralph Ragnick. Now, that's what just happened. We win against City. We're thinking, boom, 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 it's Christmas, and we lose at home to Bournemouth, 3-0, all from fucking sloppy mistakes. We gave them that game. You tell me what that is. That is the players not giving a fucking shit. And who's polluting them? Who's ruined it? Johnny Evans used to be one of the worst players we've ever had, but he shows more heart and desire to play for the fucking badge than the rest of the bunch. So whomst is it? Because obviously our captain isn't galvanizing anyone. So whomst is it then? Who the fuck do I have to fly to Old Trafford to kick? Just have some spark about you. Have some passion. Have some professionality. Professionality? Professionalism is the word I was looking for. Be a professional. You're a professional footballer. Have some fucking tact about you so that you're proud of your work. Because when you watch that game back, are you proud of your work? Are you? That's my fucking problem. I'm not going to stop. Let me get on to Carl's questions because I'm really, really not going to stop and my blood is beginning to boil. Because I swear, if I'm ever to see Marcus Rashford or Jadon Sancho on the streets, and I don't know if this video will ever hit you, but if you ever get the chance to see this, I want you to know, as Marcus and as Jadon, that you took Casemiro as well. You took a shit on the football club that I love, and that is unforgivable. Being a Liverpool fan is forgivable. Being a Chelsea fan is forgivable. What is unforgivable is that when you put on that shirt, when you are riding for us, to be like, meh, just a day job, that makes you the scum of the earth. So, Kyle's questions. This segment now is Kyle's questions. Forgive me, I'm reading off my laptop screen and I'm also blind as fuck, so I have to physically stuff my face into the lens to see. So, his main question, because we were talking about the contracts, he asks me, besides the media, and so I'm just going to compartmentalize his question. So he says, beside the media coverage and the focus on Rashford, the wages that they're on, and the people that you chose to buy, why? Referring to your De Ligt, your Mazraoui, your Xerxes, your Garte, your Mason Mount. Because I was challenging him on, yeah, but you guys bought fucking Enzo Fernandez and put him on an 8-year deal. You have Modric also on like a 7-year deal. You're stretching out these deals, and this surely should be a FIFA fair play thing. And then you guys also took fucking Jadon Sancho from us, which, by the way, thank you. You've given me one less problem. And basically the crux of the question is, do they warrant their paychecks? And the answer is no. And this goes all the way to the top, because the Glazers only care about revenue. Revenue is Marcus Rashford. Revenue is Bruno Fernandes. Revenue was Paul Pogba. Buying Paul Pogba was a revenue purchase. Di Maria was a revenue purchase. Depay was a revenue purchase. We only care about making money back from shirt sales, sponsorships, etc., etc. They don't care about the football. And then when the Player FC, that's where the Player FC comes from. Because obviously, if I'm in the meeting now, I'm the player. The Glazers come in, they say, okay, big man, look, we're gonna give you X amount. You must just play X amount of games. Cool. Coach says, big man, you're out of form. I'm benching you. I say, but I've got a quota to hit. I've got to hit 75% of the games. You're obviously not. Coach says, no, but I am. Then what do? I'm like, safe. I go above coach. I now go to sporting director-esque person there. Or even straight to the owner's door. I text them up like, big man, this guy doesn't want to play me, and you told me I have to play 75% of the games. Coach gets a call. So I hear you don't want to play Rashford. I'm like, yeah, he's been shit. Yeah, you have to play him. Because we pay 300K a week and we need those t-shirt sales. What do you do as the coach? Do you sacrifice your job for a fucking team that when you walk out, they call you a wanker? They're screaming ridicule at you and shit. Like, big man, ETH wanted to get fired, guys. He wanted to get fired. He when he came in, he tried. And then when he saw what it actually was, he was like, fuck this. He survived my pops. He survived Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. He survived Cristiano Ronaldo. And the thing with Chris is that Chris has the pedigree to do that. Chris can call Joel Glazer, be like, big man, this guy says I'm not starting tomorrow. Makes that happen. Chris has the pedigree. Does Rashford have the pedigree? I mean, if it's Garnacho, does Garnacho have the pedigree? Bruno's the captain. Does Bruno have the pedigree? Cass is an acclaimed footballer. He's got pedigree. That's why no one's asking where Cass is. And the worst part about all of this is that the fucking British media is not focusing on the right things. They're focusing on fucking Rashford. Fuck it. If Amram is telling us, guys, this Brer went and did an interview. He's done exactly what Chris did. He went and did an interview and talked about how I'm ready to leave. He's not in my team. He must, plus the NBA season's on. He must fly back to the States and go watch Steph Curry. That's what he must, He's not coming back into my team. You're not going to force me. You're not going to force my hand. And if Amarim is showing us that this is what we're left with, Player FC aside, this is what we're left with, and we're not good enough to beat Bournemouth, because we're not good enough to beat any of them. Forest, we weren't good enough. Everton, we weren't good enough. Spurs, not good enough. Brentford, we're not good. We're not good, guys. We're not good. We fucking suck. We let goals in like a fucking suction pump, I guess. We're terrible at set pieces. We don't create chances. We can barely piece together 5-yard passes. Then our talisman being Bruno Fernandes, because it's not Rashford. Our talisman being Bruno Fernandes, the most important player. We're worse without him. That's how bad we are. The person that does all these Hollywood passes and wants to be Kevin De Bruyne, because the thing is, what Kev did for City. Oh, that's also another thing. Pep is not a coach. And I've been telling y'all, Pep is not a fucking coach. I'll just leave that there. Bruno tries to do everything himself. He tries to press by himself. He tries to fall back and defend by himself. He tries to keep the team together by himself. And that passion, I see, I can appreciate. I will say, cool, Bruno, you are my captain. It's not Harry Maguire, so happily we'll give you the fucking armband. But what Bruno's failing to see is that he's also killing us, because by pressing by himself, by dropping too deep by himself, he's fucking up the rest of the formation. And then every fucking opposite Sunday league teams could probably pick us apart, because it's a team game. One person, and Arteta saw it as well. And Mesut Ozil is my favorite footballer of all time. I know I call Chris my dad, but Mesut Ozil, man, I even play like him apparently. He was a problem to Arsenal. Then it was Aubameyang, and Arteta got rid of them both. So if we're in this process now of getting rid of Rashford, potentially getting rid of Cass, getting rid of Bruno, then perhaps we can then actually start to rebuild. The problem is that we've got too many Ozils. Because like I'm gonna name in shame. Fuck it. I'm gonna name in shame. Rashi, thank you for everything, bro. Thank you for everything. But it's time. Bounce. Bruno, you as well. Again, thank you for reminding us what passion looked like in that shirt, because that's one thing I will always credit you for, is the passion that you show when you play. But you as well. Thank you. Casemiro. You smart motherfucker. You gave us one season, gave us hope. But you were only here for the bag. Look, to be fair, I can't even blame you for it. Dude, you're tired, fam. You know, you're tired. You're old, you're tired. You're just thinking, I'm here for the bags. You got your bag. Dip. Anthony Shem. He tried. He really did try. But he's just not good enough. Sorry, fam. Yo, what up, folks? This is a little... It's the next day. It's the 24th of December at 20 past 4. And it's pouring right now. So apologies for the lighting. But anyway, this is like a little snippet intro just to explain that basically yesterday when I was recording the Rant, it cut off. So I haven't even watched it back yet. I just came back from running some errands and whatever. And basically, you're going to see me again like this at the end of the video to finish off whatever points I was making towards the end. But this is just a little snippet intro. Thanks again for tuning in and all that good stuff. Sam signing out. Peace. So yeah, before. I'm obviously recording with my phone. And I knew it was low, and I didn't know that it actually had died while I was ranting, and I went on, and I thought to myself, Jesus, this is the fucking greatest video of all time. So I'm glad that I managed to recover 75% of the footage. There's like 10 minutes of it that's lost in the abyss, and I arguably think it's some of the best bit of the rant, to be fair. But I'm hoping to try and, after watching it back and kind of getting back into what I was feeling when I was going through, like all those little points, that I get back into it and hopefully give you guys the best version of what was that last 10 minutes that we've lost. But see you at the end. Dude. Okay, folks, so this is obviously now part 2 of the video. My phone unfortunately had died, but where I had left the conversation, because I just watched it back just to try and get myself back into the shift of everything I was saying, I was talking about players that should definitely leave the club because, again, my whole point is that they don't warrant their wages. And the last player I mentioned was Anthony. The next player is Luke Shaw. Again, Luke Shaw gave me Evra, Ashley Cole, Gabriel Hines. Like, he gave me, this is our left back. And there was a point where he was our most important player because he was the one that would drive the offense forward. And him as well. Sir, thank you for your service. But I think it's time to bounce. Because again, you don't warrant the paycheck. I obviously don't have the same veracity that I had at that point of the conversation, but I'm hearing Ragnick in my ear just saying, out, 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 out. And that's not possible now because obviously we're not owned by Qatar. Qatar would have been the way to fix us because they could have paid all these players' contracts and sell them and still have enough change in the bank to get replacements, even if it's from the youth, if we just upgrade from the youth, or we go and find young talent. The same way we found Ahmad, for example. Look at Ahmad now. Ahmad is our most important player. And we found him Sky Guy. Sent him on loan for a bit. And, you know. So it's really just tough to be a Man United fan because we also have a very toxic fan base where people are very split and people have got their own ideas and thought processes. But what's common is that the problem is definitely the players. Whomst, that's debatable, but it's definitely still the players. And yeah, we need to replace 15 of them. That just is the facts. Because they don't play with the heart and determination that deserves wearing that shirt. They don't play as if they care about what Sir Alex meant to us, what the Busby Babes meant to us. You know, they don't have the winning mentality to remain consistent and be better than the person that you're playing on the pitch that day. Doesn't matter the team that you're playing. You as a footballer, when you get onto the blades of grass, I have to beat you, right? It's like they don't have pride in their work. And as soon as we concede a goal and the heads drop, and it's like, bro, I'm bagging 300K, I don't care. I'm still getting paid. And it's like the new signings, they all come in and they kind of also get absorbed into it. Because maybe you find that I get bought into Man United and I sit with the player and the player's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, we're terrible, we're trash. But if you're clever, you just train well, so you start, so you get your start bonus or whatever, and just this is the vibe, this is the flow. We just don't get relegated. We play to get paid, but then it's also just like you don't even warrant your salary, fam. It's like, bro, but hey, man, if you snuck me a cheeky 100, bro, of course, I'm just gonna sit down and play. Whether I'm trash in the day, that doesn't matter because you owe me a bill. You're going to pay me. And that's the thing. That's why they have to go. They were all talking about getting rid of ETH because ETH couldn't get his style of football in. Ragnick couldn't get his style of football in. Amram is fighting for his life trying to get his style of football in. And he's inherited all of these players. He's inherited Josie's players, Ollie's players, Ragnick didn't really sign anyone, and ETH. He's inherited all of this and he just has to make it work, and then we're going to start to criticize him as if he's the problem. Sporting beat City, yes, because City was trash, but Sporting played. They balled against City. Sporting balls. Man United doesn't ball. Man United survives. We rely, Moments FC is us. That's all that we are, it's just Moments FC. And that's why the Moments FC players have to bounce. And I guess after Luke Shaw, so yeah, I named Rashford, I named Bruno, I named Cass, I named Shaw, I named Anthony. Excuse me. I would say Lindelof to follow. I would say Mason Mount. So I will drive you to London myself. It's okay. We tried and we failed and it's fine. Just give us back our number. Just give us back our number because I know it's not your fault. I don't want to believe that he chose that number, because the thing about that number, that's who should be wearing the armband. That's who should be showing the most passion and desire and drive. And fair enough, he's shown desire and drive. But then if you're always injured, fam, literally, I would be like, sir, Garnier, you said how much am I? No, I don't deserve to earn that. I haven't played all month. I come back for 2 games and I'm injured again. I come back, like, it's just one of those, bro, it's okay. We tried and it's fine, dog. Just bow out peacefully. Don't make it a scene. Don't bring the British media. Don't tweet about it. Just and leave. And let's just part ways amicably. Because Jaden didn't part ways with us amicably. And he then goes and continues to post about how he's better off where he is. So why did you wait 2 years to come to us then, Jaden? Why did you wait 2 years to come to us? I thought you liked this club. I thought you wanted to play with Marquis. Why? Why then? It's just because I just want to ask all of them why. Why? Why do you not care that I, as a random individual from the fucking southern hemisphere of Africa, have to go into the office and have to explain to my fellow compadres, my brethren that happen to support other football clubs, your actions? I have to then go and tell them why I think we lost that day when I know why. And I'll tell them why. But why do you allow me to go out there and then you just nonchalantly move on with your life on your 100K plus salary versus me on my peanuts? That's the thing that really gets me. It's like, bro, if you earned what a championship team earns, then cool. I'll be like, but I mean, guys. But you earn Mbappe money. You know what I mean? Like, you earn money. And you can't even fucking care a damn. You don't care a damn. You don't care a river. You just don't care. And I care. And it's annoying that you don't care, because then when I voice out my feelings, you mute me, you block me on social media, because that's all you motherfuckers care about. You care about your brand and your image. Fuck you then. Get out my club. Get out my club. And let's let the new blood that's walked in not get tainted by everything that you've left here. Marcus, Bruno, Cass, I'm sorry, but you guys are the leaders of you guys are the head honchos. I'm not even going to mention Harry Maguire because it used to be him. I'm not going to mention him because he's decided to start playing for the badge. Maybe he's playing for the bag, to be fair, but at least he's keeping quiet. Because that's the other thing. If you guys kept quiet, the media would have nothing to speak about. So, Marcus, you go and pull an interview. What do you expect to happen? Now that's all they're talking about. They're not talking about Casemiro. They're not talking about how we're running Kobe Mino into the ground like we ran you into the ground when you were still a youth. You, if anyone, should know exactly how heavy the head that wears the crown is when you're in there and you're the most important player, but you're young. And your seniors are just chilling because they're just here for the bag. I'm actually gonna end it there because I'm not gonna stop. Long story short, we need that Ragnick open heart surgery, and we need to cut our squad in half, pay off their contracts, take on the debt, because they're still busy worried about building a new stadium because the same Glazers let it fucking rot. Now we have to build a new one. We don't know where the fuck that money's gonna come from. They're gonna take another loan or whatever, put us further into debt because we are still in debt, remember. We've got massive debt. And you lots are worried about I actually can't stand this football club. I can't stand it. Because leaving Old Trafford, that's what can't happen. That is when I will officially hang up my jersey. When we relocate stadium, I genuinely think I'll consider hanging up my jersey. And I'll just be like, it's cool, I'm done. It's cool, I'm done. I'm done. Because they've taken my club from me, bit by bit by bit by bit, sometimes in chunks, chewed it up, spat it in my face. And no child growing up watching Man United now will know what Man United actually is or what it means to us. No one will remember the Busby Babes. No one will remember Sir Alex. No one will remember. No one will remember what we were, because we aren't that club anymore. We're now a team that just has to stay in the Prem. We're not a team that's chatting to our peers talking about top 6, top 5, the traditional top 6 or whatever. We're not a team that's going to see the Champions League. And the only saving grace that we have this season is that Amarim is a great coach, and we see it, and we see what he's doing to the players, because players like Hoyland, for example, were losing the ball a lot last year. He's got better position. As much as being the striker of Man United is a graveyard shift, that he's improved a player. He's already shown that he's improved a player. The signings that Dan Ashworth left us with are key signings, and that's what's going to save us. If we can maybe promote some more youth, like your Yaros, for example, aren't yet ruined, you know. Your Ugates aren't yet ruined. Your De Ligt and your Mazraoui aren't yet ruined. Your Xerxes, I just think he's actually out of position. But he's also not a 10, like traditional 10, that we need for the kind of players that we have. Our system doesn't suit Xerxes, and I think that's what's maybe making him drop his head. But again, why did you come here then? Why did you agree to come here? Fine, you could argue that you were sold a different project, but then adapt, change, keep your head up. Think about the Sir Matt Busby stand. Think about the Sir Bobby Charlton stand. Think about it. Just think about that when you get onto the pitch, and just fucking try, innit? Just try. Don't look unbothered or unfazed, because that is the thing that grinds my teeth. Because if I saw you lot just run and try with everything, and I could say that, you know what, the issue is not that they don't try, it's just that they're not good enough. I can live with that. You can't be both, fam. You can't be both. You can't not have heart, not have desire, not have talent, not even want to play for the fucking money, and then just wear my shirt. Nah, man. And I'm done with the Play FC thing. I don't care who it is, and I know I'm naming players as if I'm privy to the conversations, but I'm basing this off what I see when I look. And my football club is... I fear to predict that we've got 3 years out of Europe coming, unless we change it all around. We're playing today. We're playing against Wolves. Wolves also have a point to prove, so we're going to come out banging. And hopefully after the Wolves game, I'll come on here and I'll have something better to say. But as it currently stands, we are playing as a team that is going to just sit in the middle of the Prem. Because where are we? 15th, 14th, 15th, somewhere there? We're just going to live there. We're not bad enough to get relegated, but we're not good enough to go anything further. And we're not going to see Europe, and that's not going to give us money. And then without that money, we're not going to afford the stadium, we're not going to afford the players. Maybe 3-4 years from now, when we can't afford Marcus Rashford's 300k salary, he'll just leave anyway. And then whoever comes up from the youth or whoever smaller player we can sign, maybe when we downsize. And just the only thing I ask, guys, it can't take us 30 years, because I respect Liverpool fans for sitting there and going through it, but at least they had their own character and identity, which we once upon a time had when Sir Alex Ferguson was still around. We've been searching for an identity since. We haven't found one. So it doesn't even look like we're trying. It just looks like we're fighting against John Bones Jones and we don't know what to do. And that is, for a team as great as Manchester United, nothing more embarrassing. And it's okay. It really is okay. It's okay for us to be going through this period, but let's at least show some heart. That's all I ask. Let's just show some fucking heart, because we don't even have that. Anyway, this was actually not even what the 10 minutes that was lost was. I just went on a different tangent altogether, but I'll piece it off. It'll obviously have a different tone to the rest of the video, but if you made it this far, thank you as always for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me, and yeah, just pray for us. Pray for us, and I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess. This is Sam signing out. Also, thank you, Kyle, because this is because of you, fam. You pushed me to have to address what I've been running away from addressing, saying it with my chest in it. So everyone take care like Garnier, and remember to keep calmness in the storm, and whatever you're going through in life, just remember, ranting for me is a little outlet, but I don't recommend the headspace that you live in when you're angry and upset to go forward with for the rest of your day. If Man United loses, it mustn't ruin my evening. You know, calmness in the storm. I'll be upset for 10 minutes and 10 minutes max, and then I will go and do something else, touch grass and all sorts, you know. So try to do that in every facet of your life. Just try to keep calm in the storm, because I've also come from a fucking week, and all of which I've just been saying, calmness in the storm, because Jah allows at the end of the day. Count your blessings and bless others. Anyway, this has been Sam's Rant. Thank you, and this is Sam signing out. Deuce. I swear, football will kill you a real death. I thought Wolves was tonight. Wolves is actually on Boxing Day. I sincerely apologize. So everywhere that I'm mentioning we're playing Wolves tonight or whatever, and that will then be your next rant. So, oh my days, that's so embarrassing. These guys stress me out that I don't even know what fucking day it is. Anyway, take care like Garnier. Have a Merry Christmas and all that good stuff, people. Cheers. I should fuck her in the Benz.